The beauty scientists, Dr. Kristy Hamilton and Dr. Roy Kim. Real beauty without the hype.
And finally, gold medal winner, surgery.
Yes.
Always the best way. So what are your favorite techniques for addressing the jowl surgically?
This is going to be slightly nerdy because obviously everybody knows, hey, we need to sort of like lift up the tissue here and we need to sort of release the skin or dissect it to eliminate this area. The nerdy stuff comes into play when you want to actually pull on this mass as a plastic surgeon. Technically, that's a deep plane technique, and there are a couple ways of doing it. And Kristy and I are very familiar with it, including going underneath and pulling, just cutting it, plicating it or folding it onto itself, doing a combination of these procedures. A lot of times, we actually also have to do a neck lift because we want to get to the jowl from the front. In other words, we need to make a neck lift incision in your chin crease, tighten up the neck skin and neck muscles, and still go to this area here to release the skin so that it fully moves when we're doing a facelift neck lift procedure. And that is the best way to actually eliminate the jowl or make it look as nice as possible. And finally, fat grafting is always so key in a facelift. We will definitely fat graft it. Now, as surgeons, since we've moved the jowl so much, we can actually fat graft in a slightly different area as opposed to if we couldn't move the jowl. So this is why fat grafting is so powerful with a surgical facelift neck lift. Just filling in the area, hey, it works, but it doesn't work as well as we can move the area and fill in the area. That's a lot more powerful. Any other hints that you would add for our patients if they're going to just have surgery?
No, it's ideal. I mean, this is the only technique that's actually addressing the underlying cause. When I talk to patients, whether it's body, face, the best outcomes are always when you're addressing the underlying cause. So in this case, it's descent, it's sagging, and then lifting those structures back up onto the face where they belong. And that's always going to yield the most natural long-term outcomes. So I completely agree with you. So consider the facelift, even consider the early facelift. If this jowl is really bothering you, it's becoming increasingly popular to do it earlier so you don't have to go in for this big dramatic overhaul of your face. Just kind of tweak things to get everything up, high, tighter, back where it started.
Yeah, I totally agree. The earlier we can start off with skin tightening, other technologies, suppressing the frowning muscles and other things like that, the longer you're going to postpone the need for surgery.
Agree. Prejuvenation, as they say.
That's right.
Thank you for joining us on The Beauty Scientists. Be sure to visit thebeautyscientists.com and learn more about modern beauty and connect with Dr. Hamilton and Dr. Kim.